EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Wilson going to come out throwing. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. And he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back. And you end up getting the first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. He's across midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Williams is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now they send a running back in motion right. And he checks this one down to Williams. Touchdown! Javonte Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
27 yards there, a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Garrett Wilson, what he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Cook. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try to run with Hall. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll look to run with Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right?
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Wilson.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 42-yard line.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
26.
Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A gain of 15. First down.
On first down, Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Rodgers to throw once more. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New York.
Cook up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Hey, 0-0-0.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
That's good for our Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Tempo.
Now Wilson on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. In motion right goes Sutton.
Alert. 14, run it.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Open man here is Conklin. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
But it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA
These two
Sports
teams
Halftime
making their
Report.
final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for a squad.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Left side, Cook. Down to the 22-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Rodgers going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead. So the tenor of this game now, Charles, is really switched. I mean, they get the fumble. That provides the opportunity. They don't get the touchdown, but they capitalize with a field goal, and that does give them the lead.
I absolutely agree with you there, partner. The tone of this one has completely shifted. Now they're in charge and have momentum on both sides of the ball. And that other sideline, they just went from winning to needing an immediate answer if they want their lead back.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, zero. Took right.
Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. 22 yards there, a first down.
A first down there for Sutton, and he had over 800 yards for Denver last season. Productive, tall target. The Broncos going to make sure they hang on to, despite increased trade interest.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched toward the sideline. Intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And got his man complete. How about this? And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 74 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
In motion goes Patrick. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
In motion left goes Sutton.
Touch 50, touch 50. One left.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
14, got it. 19. Zero. Hey, easy.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's caught inside the 35. Inside the 10. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Randy Gregory coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A solid stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
A 42-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Williams brings it in. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off down the left sideline.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At their own 20-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Touch 50, touch 50. Good touch.
Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6. Able to find Judy. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Rodgers looking to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A tackle by Jordan Jackson.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On play action, now Rodgers.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Giants, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.